Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa McKelvey, and today we're back in the craft room talking a little bit about crochet. Actually, more about the pain associated with any kind of craft. Full disclaimer, not a doctor, obviously. This is all just tried and worked for me, didn't work for me. My 100% my own opinion. None of this may work for you. All of this may work for you. Full disclaimer, just giving you Teresa's opinion, no one else's. And I have no medical degree to back up anything that I'm about to say. I'm only going to back up what I've tried and tell you what my experience was. Okay, with that disclaimer out of the way, and I'm going to grab a little bit of my drinking on. I'm drinking water and it's delicious. Don't know why I have the teapot if I'm drinking the water, but it was cute, so I set it there. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about pain, or let's not. Okay, so one of the things I'm going to recommend is going to sound strange because it's looming. And here's why I recommend it. Because this tip thing that I'm doing is not just for crocheters. It's for anybody who likes to do crafts. And I enjoyed looming, and you still use yarn, and you can still make a lot of things that you can make with crocheting and with knitting, but it doesn't have that repetitious, your hand in a tight position, closed for a long time. You can hold it like this, you can set it down, and you're just wrapping, and then you take a hook that doesn't look, it looks like a real hook, and you just pull the yarn over. And then you put the hook down and you wrap again, and then you pull it. So it gives your hand a rest. And as you can see, there's various sizes. So you could have a larger hoop, so you really don't have to do a small hand closure, or it just is, it's easier to hold the loom and to use a loom than it is a crochet hook. That's what I found. So I would say if you're dealing with crochet pain or pain with your hand, then try looming and see if you like it, if you have less pain. That's my first tip. Okay, my second tip, I wish I had one here. I have agonized over and over about buying one, and that's called a knitting machine. I believe that this is where I don't know the difference, not the difference, but I believe it looks more like knitting stitches than crochet stitches, from my understanding of the difference between the two crafts. But a knitting machine, from what I understand, you load up your yarn and then you just turn the handle. Amazing. I've even seen people hook a drill to it, and I'm like, cheating. But anyway, you can make scarves, you can make blankets, you can make hats, socks, mittens. You can make flat panels, so you can have a blanket, you sew them together. I think this is wonderful. It's great, especially if you have been a crocheter and a knitter for a long time and you can't hold needles and hooks anymore. Oh my gosh, go get a knitting machine. They're at Amazon. I've seen them, the high end, $200 to $300, but there are the 24. I've seen some for $19, $40, $60. There is a massive range in price. But find which one works for you. I went to a craft fair, and I saw a lady who she made everything there was from a knitting machine, and it was gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. So definitely try out the knitting machine and see if that works for you. The next I'm going to bring up is compression gloves. I did buy myself some. I did try them. There was two types. One was just you slipped on, and then another one had a Velcro where you could adjust it. And I didn't have any problems with my hook catching or the yarn catching. They worked fine. I just did not feel that it decreased my pain any, so I didn't use it. That didn't work for me. Might work for you, so definitely try them. The same thing with lotion. I do find that my hands get dried out from the yarn, and so I use lotion anyway, but then there is some like anti-inflammatory lotion, and there's creams, so try that. Topical ointment. I keep touching this hand because this is the hand that gives me the most problem, but I did see some relief, and that helped out using the cream. Rest days. This is the hard part because I love to crochet, but I have really made myself, had to discipline myself with, scheduling out when I could crochet and when I can't. And on the days that I have, like every other day, on the days that I don't crochet, I shoot videos, I talk about crochet, I watch tutorials, I look through books, I do my research for crocheting, and look at other projects, and, so that my hands get a rest. I just really try to, I know there's stretches, there's different things you can do for your hands, but I really try to just not do nonstop crocheting. And I have found that that has been the biggest help for me, is just limiting all the time crocheting, because of course it's going to get, hurt worse. Large hooks. I found that large hooks were easier because of the more you close in your hand, at least for me, that's just extremely painful. And so a larger hook allowed me to not have to keep my hands so closed in. So try larger hooks. Now, I hesitate to bring up this only because, just remember the disclaimer, I'm just telling you what worked for me. Because sometimes it can look like someone's trying to sell something and I'm not. The crocheter that I always talk about, Crochet Tuber, I've decided she needs to send me a mug. So every time I go to talk about her, I could just raise my mug. But she recommended, Ophelia Talks Crochet, recommended HiyaHiya Hooks. And I saw them on her channel and she was using them. And they looked really, thin. And I was like, oh, I just don't know if that's going to work for me. So I went ahead and ordered me some. And I'm not going to lie, it has completely transformed my ability to crochet for long periods of time. I don't know what it is about them. I can't tell you. The main thing I can tell you is they're light. They're so light, it's like holding nothing in my hand. And they are so smooth. They just slide right through the yarn. They never get caught. They never get, it's just, I don't know if it's the way they're designed or what, but I highly recommend you try them. I would be surprised if you got these and said, I still, I can't use them, because even though you may still experience, I'm not experiencing pain, but I will be honest, I have more pain in this hand, which I don't crochet with, than I do with this hand. This hand, it just isn't as bad. So, but with these lighter hooks, I have been able to crochet for hours nonstop. And it's just transformed how much I can do and how neat and how pretty my stitches look. So I highly recommend these hooks. I don't know why, but they work for me so well. So, okay, my last two are sort of silly. Not really about arthritis pain, but just how I have dealt with some pain. So for crocheting, I have been getting shoulder pain and neck pain and arm pain because, I'm holding my crochet and I'm looking down. Don't look at my double chin. And I'm looking down and it's just been started to get painful. So I, being the newbie that I am, thought I have come up with this great idea, a crochet pillow. You just need a pillow that supports your arms. And they already make them. So I didn't go to, I live way out in the country, so when I go to the store, we have limited stores. But anyway, so I went and bought myself, do not laugh, but it really does work. I bought myself a Boppy Pillow. You know, like the mothers use for breastfeeding and for putting the baby on. And it's a hugely difference. I can rest my arms, my shoulders stay in a good position. They're not being dragged down. I can rest my project on it and my arms. I can let my hands flatten out and rest when I need to. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I wish I had done it when I first got them, but it is the best. And now I have something I can make a cover for. You know, an excuse to make up a project. But I just get a pillow and rest your arms on it. You'll see it's a lot different. Okay, this last one is a little, like I say, these are just what is working for me is I get pain in my hips. I'm a poor little old woman, but I get pain in my hips if I sit for long periods of time. So my husband bought me this wonderful standing desk that also goes down and it just raises back up. I love it. And I can take my project and lay it up here. I know you keep seeing this in videos, but that's because I have too many projects going at once. I haven't worked on this one in a while. But anyway, I can just take my project, lay it up here. This is not the hook I'm using for this one. But grab my hook and just go to work. And it's great. It alleviates pain for having to sit very long. So my tip is not go out and buy one of these great desks. But try to find something counter height. A table or something that works for you so that you can stand if that's what you need to do. These are just my tips of what's working for me, and I wanted to share them in case you hadn't thought of them, because anything that I can do to get you crocheting is what I want to do because I love it and I think you will enjoy it too. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, give it a like button. Hit the like button, whatever. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos. And if you would put down in the description what you use, any tips that you can give me to help alleviate the pain and to allow me to continue crocheting. And, you know, let's help each other out. So thanks a lot for watching and I hope you have a great day. Bye.